Well, I can just start and generally discuss the different categories of intellectual property and what intellectual property is. Intellectual property is basically the legal protection that that you use to cover your ideas of the mind. Copyrights, trademarks, and patents. It's not tangible property, so you can't really see it per se, but it covers either where your goods are sourced from. The copyright protects original works of authorship, and then the patent covers your inventions. So those are the three main categories of intellectual property. And we started this event so that people would be able to come in and meet us. And intellectual property can be really, really overwhelming because it's very, very abstract. It's not, you know, you can see a piece of property, you can see a car, you can see somebody's purse, you know that that's real property. But intellectual property is very abstract, and a lot of times it can be hard for people to understand what exactly it is. So that's part of the reason that we started up Pirate Fight Club, just to kind of, for educational purposes, so that people could understand different aspects of intellectual property. So I can go into the three main categories are patents, which I've mentioned. They end up being in the news a little bit. They cover inventions. So if you've got an improvement on an air conditioner, then that would be covered by patent law. If you've got you know, solar panels, things along those lines, that would all be patentable. All the cell phones and the technology that goes into your different devices, that's covered by patents. Copyrights cover original works of authorship, so we've got the painting as an example over there, we've got a couple photographs in here. Sculptures, movies, music, all of that is covered by copyright. And then trademarks are a little bit different. They cover the source of goods and services. So when you walk into Spot Coffee and you get your coffee and you walk out, people know that you went to Spot and you didn't get your coffee from Starbucks. Or they know that you went to Dunkin' Donuts and you didn't get it from Tim Hortons. So that's what that does. Almost all the big companies have trademark protection. And what that does is it actually protects the consumer from confusion. So you understand very much where your coffee is coming from, or your sneakers, or your car, or whatever the different, you're not wearing Nike, but if you were, well, that could be Nike. It is Nike, okay, so you're wearing Nike, so we know that's not from Adidas. And you know, all the goodwill that's attached to that. So when you see the Nike swoosh sign, you know that that's Nike, and they usually spend a lot of money on their technology, so they've got really good products that help you run faster, and they help with wicking and different things along those lines. So that's what the trademark does. The trademarks can be helpful for almost every business these days because the internet is just, it's so easy for people to see what you're doing and maybe take your name and then rip it off and go file for a trademark application at the trademark office.